Hello, boys and girls. My name is Yoshi, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Donkey Kong Bananza for Nintendo Switch 2. As you can see in the last video, we left off entering the planet core finally. Took a while and some extra effort, but we were able to finally at least make it down to the planet core. So, in the last episode, we defeated Voidcon for the final time, and for those of you who don't sell the spoilers, I'm just gonna wait on this so you guys can see the stuff. But anyway, other than that, we had to go for one extra layer, find a weird supply, some other stuff, and then we found out we had one more full level to go. Well, first there was the trail level from before, but I mean by troll, like, we had to spend a lot of money on it. Alright, before I forget even, let's do this now. Ahead of time. Because this MAVE file I want to use now. This one is the second one I want to actually load in. So I'll load back to the other file if I mess up. But I doubt that's gonna happen now. With all the stuff that's happened. I got that didn't trigger anything, but the one before did trigger something. Probably because I took some damage randomly. Anyways, yeah, in the last video we left off doing some other stuff, and then we found out the planet core itself was a level that we had to do. So now we're gonna get on this minecart finally. Whoa. Oh, whoa. Okay, we can't just go right in. Okay, we have to use this, I see. They make us use our move right at the end just to get through that. So I guess we're doing this now. I'm not sure if this will actually be the final episode. We might not be able to do the setup, but I think if we go inside here, I assume that must be it. Or at least close to it. Yeah, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty eventually. Interesting. Now this is just what we get. Oh, we have infinite power right now. I see. But yeah, now you know. As it turns out, King K. Rool is actually behind this bed this whole time. There was a guy trapped up or whatever. But it was actually King K. Rool secretly this whole time. His had a lever. So now Dion gets to meet one of his old rivals again. And here's the real vanadium root. Oh boy. I'm assuming K. Rool already touched it. Finally, vanadium root. You will grant my wish. Okay. So, yeah, Voidcon, surprise, surprise, was actually not the final boss. So instead we get to face K. Rool after I'd save him for several different Donkey Kong games. Behold the power of the vanadium root. I assume we just have to use our power-ups. I'll change the world into overripe rotten banana mush. Then feast until I have my fill. Is this what the banana mush is about? Okay. Well, I was trying to fake us out. Well, okay, he has a lot of health. We may have infinite energy from the vanadium root, but that doesn't mean we have it easy. Okay, we can't get up at that, I see. Okay, so this stays here. If it continues to stay here, we might have to do some different strategies, like rolling over the top. I know now. We still have our HP heal from before. Maybe do something about this. Seems like these attacks just do the same amount of damage. We kind of have to just chase them around. Whoa, that was surprising. Yeah, that took a bunch of our health out, but we also have 2 heals, remember? That was a fake out because we're trying to get at him so we can actually attack him. But instead he wanted to inhale us. Maybe we should wait for him to actually do his move first. Of course now we didn't get a chance to attack him because of that. I just realized we'll probably have better luck running away from him if we use our zebra. Maybe the zebra would be better for this whole thing. Just because it gives us more movement to actually dodge his attacks. Well, yeah, they definitely made this one tough. This is starting to get very ridiculous. We might have to actually start sucking this out. You gotta remember, we have moves to suck these up. But the fact that he keeps summoning more power to himself means that it's only gonna get worse by the end. So we pretty much just have to follow him around. So whenever he fires his gun, that's our best chance to fight him. Oh, we can avoid this by just delaying. Oh, I see. Occasionally he'll just suck up everything. So that's his advantage, sort of. Eventually he'll just remove all that gunk, and then you just have to wait. Honestly, we don't want to wait too long. We'll just wait for him to jump this time. Alright. So they definitely made him more tankier than any other boss we've seen up to this point. I think we just want to use Elephant mostly in this. And suck up various stuff while running away briefly from the other attacks. Interesting, we turn that into a fire if we use that. Alright, so he basically just does a combo where he moves everything around, and then eventually he just knocks you towards him. Alright, well, the most tedious part is that he just has a lot of health to go through. To be fair, he's pretty big compared to us. I think he probably deserves to have a lot of health. I don't think there's a better way of damaging him. Maybe if we had the 5-star power, we'd be doing more damage right now. I think we're actually expected to have punch strength 5 because his strength level or whatever is based off of the terrain strength. And because that strength was 5, but we didn't have a strength of 5, I think we needed the strength level of 5 in order to get this done. This is getting ridiculous. When this gets this much, we need to actually use this to clean up the gap. Or else it's just gonna get too hard to even get to him. We can use pretty much any transformation, so I don't see why we can't just use the elephant transformation. We could also use ostrich to fly over some gaps. I just feel like it's not worth it. So I guess we're gonna keep throwing stuff. Maybe we could try throwing booms at him from long range. Over here, this is like where we have the most safety right now. Okay, we're just kind of throwing a lot of explosions at him now to do extra damage while we wait. Oh, you can interrupt that attack, huh? Oh, I see. Well, that just let us figure out something new. So we throw that at him right as he's charging up. We can like do extra damage to him. So we just found a secret attack there. Oh, I see. This is how we weaken him, so we can actually attack him. Wait a minute. So that whole time we were sort of messing up, we need to explode one of the things instead. Oh, and if we throw certain things at it, it might turn the vanadium into gold, which we can then use to remove stuff. I see. Okay, well, we can't interrupt him out of all the attacks, but we were able to do some of them. So far the elephant's been the most helpful. Oh, this is a reference to the second game, by the way. I forgot, when you put that thing in the cannon, it's basically like how you had to defeat him in Donkey Kong Country 2. I just realized that was a reference to that game. Which explains why that exploded on him, which was actually his weakness. Well, we're gonna slash this. Perfect. Let's get this since we don't have it yet. I only wish we had other stuff done, but whatever. Here we go. Vanadium root. Wish time. Let's do bananas.
This is it. It's really happening. Our wishes are about to come true. You ready, DK?
Yes. Are there different endings depending on which one you pick? We might be able to see the next one then. It's possible they don't matter, it's possible they do matter. Alright.
Home. I want to go home.
Here's Lens Finesse. Alright. Well, anyways, after that, we finished off with Fire Lash, which means we are probably gonna be done with the game now, at least the main game. Alright.
Where is it taking us?
Even lower down. I thought we were already low down. going even further down. Okay, so we're gonna drill even further in. Wait a minute.
Just look at it, DK.
Okay.
Going to the surface.
Alright. They finally made it to the surface after all that time. And the wish vein, it probably didn't change anything. I think it just does the same every time. The other one, though, makes us think about... They changed the title screen, interestingly enough, at the end. Alright. Oh boy, wait a minute. Fake credits? We haven't seen this in a while. Something tells me this isn't actually over. Question mark. Yeah, they just give us a question mark. Which means K-Roll is probably gonna still be around. So maybe we'll see the true ending. Oh, he's gonna try and stop us. Fionkies, the Banadium Root is mine. Oh, we have to still fight. We haven't seen this theme since the very first Donkey Kong game. Glad we get a remix of it. Alright, so yeah, surprise surprise, we're not at the end yet. Now they make a survival on amount of stuff. It's funny is we can't even damage him right now. We're kind of just stuck on our own. We're kind of just slowly moving back and forth. So falling down there is like almost instant. I like how there's an indication telling you this barber. Wait a minute. Hang on. Alright. Okay, it finally came back up. Oh yeah, we're almost there. I like this. They have to basically survive for a bit. Well, now we have nowhere to go. What's gonna happen now? I think we have to punch him directly. We kind of missed that. Oh, okay, well that kind of settled the show there. So we just needed to hit him there. So it wasn't until the end that we had to him. It was something in the end. I will claim the Banadium Root. Watch me. Whoa. Now what? Interesting. Interesting, so here. Oh wow, we've gone so far up. We're in the human world now. What's going on? Wait, this is Pauline City, apparently. Nope. Hang on, wait. If the credits haven't rolled yet, that means we still have to find him. So this is a human city. I'll take it. First I'll spoil it rotten. Ew. Then I'll open my jaws. Devour the whole town. Okay. Interesting ending so far, which means we probably still have a ways to go. So now we have to use this. Oh boy. So this is our final actual stop now. So we have to basically hurry up and use our different abilities to go fast. We need ostrich for flying. We need zebra for our stuff. Okay, he just tells us we can't hit the mesh. Oh, that... Okay, we have to get rid of. They, like, literally formed a blockade we couldn't get through. Alright, now we have to remove these walls as they appear. Oh, that's different. Okay, well, we can just avoid that. I think we were supposed to punch for that. Whoa, I forgot about that. Photo mode. Okay. That we needed punch for sure. I do like what they're making us do. We have to use all of our different abilities as we go through this. Flying to get over most of the tall gaps. Zebra to quickly avoid obstacles and speed through stuff. Con to get obstacles out of our way. And other things to do other stuff. Actually, wait. Maybe we'll have better luck with Snake. Okay, I guess that works. It's not the way I wanted to do it. Look. DK, look. Where? So yeah, the final actual part of this boss is a big challenge. Also, by the way, surprise, surprise, we had a second phase. It's been a while. Okay, we're dashing across this. Oh my gosh. Trying to trick us here. Yeah, we definitely need Zebra here. Otherwise, we simply will not make it. But we're just charging as fast as we can here right now. Like I said, we need Zebra for movement, but we need the other fiends for the other stuff. wow. We're still going down. Alright, now we're at the actual final fight. You broke through my Kremlin crew. Also, we have a 5-star punch though, so maybe we'll beat you faster. No surprise, your B is strong. However, I got my own beat. I got the Vanadium route. When it comes to rot, I rule. Alright. We have an even scarier version of him. I'm rotten to my core. Now I'll turn you into Vanadium mush. I need a meal fit for a Kane. Kane rule, Kane of rot now. So, we have another version of K-Roll's final fight. Alright, this time around we can't even attempt to attack him like we would normally. I think we straight up have to hit him with explosions now. If we try fighting him, he's just going to attack us directly back. So our only hope right now is Elephant, basically. Get some gold, baby. Throw that right back at him. And try to remove his stuff. Big difference now is he also becomes super powerful again when he does that. Okay, well, I guess you can somewhat hit him still. See, I thought it was more like that cape, I thought it was more like the cape where you could not hit him at all during that section, but I guess not. Okay, perfect. Timing again. I think he's just really defensive. I think he's just one of those people that is a little bit stronger than normal. So yeah, the way you defeat him basically is... Okay, when he does that move, that actually does count as damage. That's what I thought. So I had no idea why that wasn't working before. Well, it looks like he has mostly the same attacks as last time, and now that we have an idea of what to do, we can kind of do a setup that lets us at least stun and hit him around a bit. First time you learn him though, then it's still a pretty tough fight, I'll say that much. I think the tricky part is simply because he has so much health. Also, I wish we had something different to use. The problem is, I think the Elephant's just naturally better. Like, your A-bomb's not gonna really do much here. So yeah, I just have to briefly back off there. You know, now I know about this setup, we probably could have done this fight no damage with enough practice. But, I don't know. I still think it would be hard to do. So yeah, for the most of it, is basically just keep punching over and over again. Maybe just throwing that is faster. Okay, he's changed up his pattern, finally. Where's he even going out? Oh, I just realized you can also throw stuff at it. And if you do that, it'll turn the dangerous root stuff into gold instead. I see. So you can pretty much counter his whole plan by basically the game just wants you to use Elephant a whole bunch. And then you can turn his stuff into gold instead. That's how you defeat him fast. It's also your fastest way of damaging K. Rool. It's good to know. Oh great, he's doing this mechanic again. Oh, I see what you could do about those Everfiends now. You could basically do a setup that makes it to where you can create platforms and then you can stand on those as safety. At first, this seems like an impossible tack to avoid, but if you just use this instead, you'll be able to avoid it. So basically, we have to use Elephant and a whole bunch of other stuff to just attack him. Be nice if he did an attack we could actually use. Right. Well, he definitely made this much more scarier. Especially considering that he keeps doing this attack, which is kind of annoying. We just kind of have to keep attacking this. Then quickly get over so that doesn't cause any problems. I think the trickiest part of this battle so far has been wide battle area, very hard to move, and just so much goop literally everywhere. Like tons of vanadium mush in particular. Okay, we got him out of that, at least early. Our best plan, probably, to beat him is to just attack him with this. Good thing we have our auto heal, otherwise we probably wouldn't be able to heal this. What's also quite interesting is these fiends do not turn everything to gunk. So if you use this to create pools underneath you, you'll be able to survive. If you don't know about that, though, it can be a little while before anything works otherwise. Okay, well, we're doing stuff. Oh, missed him. There we go, now we hit him directly. We're kind of just switching mostly between Elephant. Alright, well this phase so far has been the most annoying. Okay, I think doing enough damage finally changed the phase back. Yeah, now he's doing a mix of the two. What are those bombs are just like the other ones? I just realized we can throw some of those bombs back at him. That's how we've been able to weaken him, is by just throwing the bombs he throws back at him. Okay. Okay, he can still do his super attack. He just doesn't do it as often now. Just barely stopped that in time. Whoa. What was that? Okay, we got a way through now. We can just go for this. I initially thought this attack was annoying. Now I only hate it because he can't be damaged for a while during this attack. Once you know what to do, though, it's not that bad. Alright, so yeah, K-Rool is definitely a bit trickier. I think they basically said, oh, you've probably been defeating bosses too fast. Well, we'll make a boss that takes so little damage you have to do so many attacks to beat him. That's basically was their idea for K-Rool. I just realized you might be able to interrupt him out of that too, if you're fast enough. But honestly, we know what to do here. Just jump up to the top. There was a middle spot actually that was not taken over too. But yeah. I wish we could use something other than elephant, but so far they want us to use elephant. Didn't the actual elephant buddy used to be one of the not so liked power-ups from its original game counterpart? Maybe this is why they made it so overpowered. They probably designed the final boss with the intention that this is how we're gonna make you play the game. Honestly, that punch doesn't really do any more damage. Before, I think our charge punch did matter. It's really crazy how you get to get so much gold just from surviving this fight, I will say. I think we hit him at least once during that, but we didn't do the feign still. I see if you hit like the middle arm every time, it won't fully accomplish the entire area, which is nice. I will admit, this one also felt like a tricky fight, but unlike that other previous fight that I thought was trolly, although it was only really trolly because I probably should have been using Zebra, but on top of it, there was just a lot of gunk, so the only way I thought of doing that, I think I mentioned this before, there was one fight that was super trolly in this game. It was only really trolly because I didn't know that I forgot that I had the Zebra power-up that I was supposed to use to get to a certain point, so I ended up wasting more time than I needed to. So I am dumb. Okay, I definitely hit him, but there's no interruption, it seems. You have to watch him use this attack. A little dumb, but what can you do? Of course, now that we know his pattern, we're so far doing it no damage this time. At first, it was really tough. He always likes to appear behind me, by the way. Hey, this should be the last bit. I don't care what happens. So we're gonna get right in his face, and then punch him out. We should have him, right? There we go. That's a lot of HP to achieve through, but we finally got him. No, my victory. Spoiled again. I always spent all this time getting a service too, only for it to partially be ruined because of K-Roll. Take that. Exactly. Alright, so now we should... Now this should be the end, actually. Interesting ending, that's for sure. Surprised though we had to face him a second time, but to be fair, it would be K-Roll without a fake credits at least once. You've probably seen that in a couple other games already, but it obviously came from the original game. Oh, good for you, Pauline.
Will you come with me, DK?
I don't think we can say no. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. All this stuff is gonna turn to gold now. And also I said out, because this isn't supposed to be here. Pretty. It looks like bananas, actually, which makes sense why I'd go on like that. Alright.
Oh, right. DK stream. DK.
By the way, I don't think we can replay this fight the way things have been going.
What I said before. You have to make your dreams come true.
Yeah. Okay. Jump.
Don't worry.
That'll be okay.
I'll keep the beat on my own.
On my own, huh? I will admit, I think picking up that specific gear piece that reduced damage from Vanadium Mush, as well as the cool one, that tie is going to come in handy for certain worlds, and it also really helped against this final battle, because all that was Vanadium Mush. If we didn't have that ability, we probably would be taking even more damage. Yeah, I assume if you want to do this speedrun officially, you either have to play the entire fight without taking any damage, or do something else. Also, now that looks proper. Donkey Kong Bananza Bunch. This is the credits, and we get to move during the credits. How cool. They have some old girders there's references to from Donkey Kong Arcade again. Alright. I almost kind of wanted to do this a little bit differently because of what the final level had, but I don't know yet. Maybe I should just get Fonzas in the last area first as like a backup setup, but then do the levels in order so we can have treasure unlock. Of course, I'm not talking about going on to the next episode setup or being finished, because obviously the game's far from over. We have to go back now, collect all the other stuff, and if for some reason the game stopped us from doing that, we have an extra save we could just jump back to and then immediately finish. I assume the game will just let us save our completed save file though, and when that happens we can just go back to wherever we came, and maybe we'll get some advantage for doing that. Anyway, yeah. No reason not to holding up in chain now. Though I think this can't be sped up. Alright. Dang. Alright. This is a pretty nice song so far, actually. I enjoy it. Yeah, pretty fun, actually. Anyway, yeah. Honestly, as I guess I should have said, is this playthrough is far from over. We still have to get all the golden bananas. We still have to get all the fossils. Then we might finish the game a second time to see if it changes when we have our stuff done. Might be other stuff to get. But yeah, K-Roll being a final fight was a little bit of a surprise. We're not going to mention what it is, though, in the previous episodes. Again, to try and avoid spoilers for anybody who hasn't played the game. But even still, K-Roll coming up right now is a surprise. Also, those are... Oh, no, those are bears. I thought it looked like K-Roll for a second, but no. But yeah, obviously we still have to get all the stuff. And then after this, we're far from done, as you saw from before at the start of the other video, or this one actually. Yes, there's DLC for the game, so we'll have to do all that 100% as well if we want to say that we've actually 100%ed the game. I will say, they didn't take nearly as long to put out the DLC that I thought. They made it really fast. Pretty fast, actually. Alright. Alright. There we go. So that was the actual ending now. The only thing to check now is to make sure that, well, we can save the game a second time, which there usually is. Adventure continues, they say, huh? So that will probably be different. That portrait we see is probably going to be different. Oh, hang on, actually. 3 months later. Is this where the DLC comes in? Why not? We're back into the mines again. But this time we have our proper skins from before. It's like nothing changed. Still are getting skill points towards the end of this game. Well, I guess we may as well take off a kaboom. So we're back to the start of the game, basically. Except there's more gold, but there's also other people here, too. Again, we're traveling back to... Surprised to see more of us? Is there anything we can help here? You're up here? Yep, we came all the way from Ingot Isle to the underground world to hit out. We're becoming great friends with everyone up here. Great, in fact, we teamed up to build new things for everyone. We put some new shifty smashes and fans stuff around here. Look low, look high, and give them all a try. Gold roots? Yep, we've seen them increasing since D2 woke up the bananium root at the Pranum core. Gold roots have been spotted all over the underground world map. Surprised to find them going all the way up here as well. Golden roots through surface stone. This isle might have power of its own. Certainly. I assume we just have to keep coming up. Well, well, if it ain't DK. I can caused a heap of trouble for you back when I was working for the boss. But that's water under the bridge now, right? We're all friends here. Making myself useful while I be gone. I patched up this here hole, for instance. So I'll try my hand of making something you probably recognize. It's one of those work comp things. I set out of play for a year. If you have a minute, do me a solid. Go make sure it's working alright. It was a satisfying challenge. Take a look. Appreciate the craftsmanship. I'm sure you're gonna appreciate the craftsmanship right now, right? Don't go appreciate it. I might have to show you how much I don't appreciate you. Go it is. You haven't changed one bit. Been a while. Heard of Bill Very bit out my ridiculous former boss. I also heard you covered some sort of enormous crocodile. The service? You've been busy. Well, it's a good thing I left that company. Like I could have stood up to you anyways. No one can, it seems. But I don't understand is what happened to the adorable duel. Surely you didn't break up the band. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I know why I'm looking around. Because, right, Pauline's nowhere here. I wonder how we're gonna even get most of these stuff without him. Hey, guy. Didn't Grumpy tell you to come here? Gun is at the bottom of that hole over there. Right, well, I want to still make sure this is working correctly, so until we can get... Oh, hey, we're gonna do that. Sloppy ad line. Got Prototype 01, Project V Grumpy Kong. Okay, it still works. Oh, I see.
I'm freaking out! I'm doing this live show at City Hall! But first, I've got to come up with a new song. I came back hoping to find inspiration.
Oh, so that's when inspires her to come back, I see.
That's it! The elders know all about creating music. Yes, you and me, let's go see the elders right now.
Okay. Pauline is back. Got a new outfit for Pauline. Now it just tells us to explore the underground world again. So that means we basically are done with the main quest now. We don't have to do anything else. So now that that's been done, let's save in our new slot, which now has a star to indicate we have finished the game, which is good. We'll just save over our first save file. And then throw another loop in by saving this one over here. Since that's the next one we're gonna do anyway. Since I don't plan on playing these battles again for a while after I finish them, I think it makes sense that we're doing this now. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We finally beat the main gate. But we're still far from done, as we still need to get all the bananas and other stuff. So now begins the fun part. We're going to collect all the bananas and all the different collectibles, as well as all of the, you know, what are they called? Fossils. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later where we start going back to each layer and trying to get absolutely everything while still being in a blind playthrough technically. If you want to know how this is possible, don't ask me, ask the developers. They basically gave us a bunch of items that we could use to locate all sorts of different amount of bananas, and thanks to this map that you can see we have right now, we're able to do all sorts of different stuff now. So, on that note, yeah. For that reason, we don't need a guide for this after all. We can just find the stuff ourselves, and that saves us a lot of time, which I think is nice. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'll see you guys later when we start the cleanup for Donkey Kong Bananza, which there's actually a lot to get. I know we got a good amount, but we still have a lot to clean up. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.